All right, let's dive in and talk about a real superstar of the tech world, Python. Today, we're going to break down what it is, why it feels like it's absolutely everywhere, and most importantly, how you can get started with it, like right now. So, think about this for a second. What's that invisible magic that recommends the perfect show for you to binge, runs the apps on your phone, and even helps scientists explore other planets? You might be surprised by the answer. While more often than not, that silent force is Python. It's one of the most popular and versatile programming languages out there, humming along quietly in the background of so much of the tech we use every single day. And when I say versatile, I am not kidding. Python is basically the Swiss Army knife for developers. It's used to build the server side of websites, the part you don't see. It's for creating desktop software, handling the intense math behind AI and machine learning, and even just for writing little scripts to automate boring, repetitive tasks. It really is a jack of all trades. So, what's the big deal? Why has practically everyone, from solo developers to massive tech companies, fallen in love with Python? Well, it really comes down to a few key ideas that make it both incredibly powerful and super easy to get into. This right here gets the absolute heart of it. First off, Python's syntax is famously simple. Reading Python code is often like reading a sentence in plain English. That just smashes the barrier to entry for beginners. And because it's so readable, you can get complex things done with way less code than other languages, which means you can build things faster. It's a win-win. Another huge piece of the puzzle is that Python is an interpreted language. So what does that actually mean? Well, instead of needing to compile your whole program before you can run it, Python reads and executes your code line by line. This is amazing for developers because it means you can write a little bit of code, see the result instantly, and make changes on the fly. It's perfect for building and testing things really, really quickly. So let's just recap the greatest hits here. Python works everywhere: Windows, Mac, Linux, you name it. Its code is easy to read and write. It's efficient, so you build more with less typing. It's super fast to test out your ideas. And it's flexible, letting you tackle problems in lots of different ways. You put all that together, and you've got a powerhouse. But wait a minute, Python, where did that name even come from? You'd think it has something to do with snakes, right? Nope. The real story is actually way more fun and gives you a hint about its creative, non-corporate roots. And there you have it, straight from the creator Guido van Rossum himself. He was just a big fan of the British comedy group Monty Python. I just love that. It's a great reminder that some of the most world-changing technology can start from a place of passion and a good sense of humor. Now, Python didn't just appear overnight. It started way back in the late 80s, got its first official release in '91, and had major updates with Python 2 and 3. But here's the most important thing for anyone starting out today. As of 2020, Python 2 is officially retired. It's over. So when you hear someone talk about Python, they're talking about Python 3. That's the one you need to focus on. Okay, enough with the theory. You're probably thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually get my hands dirty? Well, I've got fantastic news. Getting started is ridiculously easy. Let's walk through the 3 simple steps to get Python running on your computer right now. Seriously, that's the whole list. You download it, you install it, and you double-check that it worked. Let's do a quick flyby of each one. First up, just open your web browser and go to python.org. The website is pretty smart. It'll automatically figure out if you're on a Windows PC, a Mac, or a Linux machine and give you the right download link right there on the homepage. You can't miss it. Okay, once that file is downloaded, just run the installer. Now wait, for all my Windows users out there, this is the single most important part of the whole process. Before you click anything else, look at the bottom of the window and find the little checkbox that says Add Python to Path. You have to check that box. Trust me on this, it'll save you a world of headaches later on. From there, you can just relax. The installation is totally automatic and pretty quick. It handles everything for you. And in just a minute or two, you'll get this nice little screen letting you know that the setup was a success. And now for the moment of truth. Let's make sure it worked. Just open your command prompt if you're on Windows or the terminal if you're on a Mac. Then just type python --version and hit enter. If you see the version number pop up on your screen, then congratulations! You did it! You are officially a Python user. And that's really it. That's all it takes. You now have one of the most powerful and sought-after tools in the entire tech industry right there at your fingertips. Where you go from here, well, that's entirely up to you. So let's just recap. In just a few minutes, we figured out what Python is, what makes it so popular, its surprisingly fun origin story, and the exact simple steps to get it on your computer. You've already taken the first step, which is often the hardest one. So, the only question left is the most exciting one. You have the tool, you have the power to automate, to analyze, to build, to create pretty much anything you can imagine. So, what are you going to create?